Hey guys, what's up? It's Pilot Manny. I want to welcome you guys back to my channel, the RC Plane Addict, where I get to share my passion and my addiction to flying these awesome planes. So today I have a really cool unboxing with you, and I'm very excited to share with you. Even though I know that this plane has been out for a while and there's plenty of unboxings and whatnot, I don't know, it's just me. I want to share out what I got. I'm super excited about this plane. This is easily the most exciting EDF that I've ever gotten, aside from the Freewing F-35, which I learned through a lot of disaster was not the right plane for me, especially since I didn't have the right field for it. But check this thing out. So what we're going to be checking out today is the Avanti S high speed, high performance, beautiful plane. You're going to love this one. So let's look at this unboxing. All right, so like any unboxings, you should always go ahead and just inspect the package as it arrives. Make sure that there are no massive holes or crushed boxes or anything of the such. So I'm just kind of going through and looking here at this box, making sure that it, it looks all right, the tape's intact and whatnot. I did notice a few like kind of dents and dings. And honestly, these planes are packaged so heavily with foam packing on the inside, it's not that big of a deal. Now, if I saw a tear that went in through the box, that's when I would have to say to the guy, hey, this thing's got to go back. But you know what? Everything looks great here. And I know I'm kind of doing this like a voiceover kind of deal. It's a little weird for me too, but don't worry. We'll be all right. All right. So, yeah, just going through the box, checking all the angles out, making sure everything looks solid. Bottom, front, top, left. Everything's labeled. It definitely, they gave me the right plane. I'm pointing out there, the Avanti S. So, that's always good news, right? Making sure you got what you ordered. And like Motion RC is amazing when you order things from them. I mean, they send things out so quickly. This was like free shipping, USPS. I ordered this on a Monday. I got it on Thursday. So I'm like super excited. All right, let's get into this bad boy and see what's inside the box. Using my knife, making sure not to go too deep in because, after all, we are talking about a foam here. Super excited. Yeah, Motion does a great job with just packing everything up. And I'm not quite certain, but I'm pretty sure these come off a container from China. So yeah, I mean, Motion definitely got a good deal with with the Freewing company, and they definitely know what they're doing. It seems like they've been doing it for a while. So this is the bottom of the box. Kind of open this a little upside down, let gravity help me pull this thing out. And let it just slide on out. So the first thing I think I noticed with this plane was just how simple everything was. Even the box. I mean, there was no like, bright colors or anything kind of like glamorous about it. It's just a simple white box, very simple like frame on it, and here I am kind of just looking at the specs on the box and making sure again that there are no like major punctures in it. Yeah, definitely got the right one. So this is very exciting. So here I'm just kind of looking at it, reading all the specs, and again, super exciting. Love it. Avanti S. I got the red version, as you're about to see in a moment. So there are two versions. You have the yellow and the red. Both of them are the same. Both of them are these 80mm EDFs with 9 blade fans. So there isn't really any of a difference other than like a color scheme. My friend Pilot Rich has the yellow version, which is pretty cool. We like to get like similar planes, if not the same planes. And again, this will be great for us to do like, tandem flyings. And because the color schemes are different, it'll be easier for me to keep my eye on my own plane. Man, it's just scary to think you could lose your plane like that by looking at someone else's plane flying and thinking it's yours. Meanwhile, yours is sailing off into the sunset. Yeah, don't do that. All right, so here we go. The moment of truth. Kind of got everything untaped here. We're gonna just lift this off nice and easy. Again, nothing special about this box. Very simple. Probably the simplest box out of all the planes I've gotten this year. And boom, there it is. Beautiful. Got the manual right on top. Very well illustrated, very well labeled. English isn't exactly the strong suit here, but it is also, I believe, in Chinese, half the manual. So, the translation ain't too bad. Everything's very well labeled. Everything's very well illustrated. I'm a visual learner, so thank God for that. There were some things that were a little different about it, and I'll talk about that in the build video when I get into it. But yeah, it was just a very simple manual. And I love that, you know, there's a paper form. I kind of save these things. Now they're kind of moving away from that, and you have to download them on some versions, but forget that. We got some decals here, which is cool. And here is your, I guess your, like, you know, the little pilot sticker for inside of the canopy. I'm cutting away all these like little holds here. And I love how just well packed everything is. I mean, nothing is going to move in this box. Let me just tell you, it's staying put. There was no rattle, no movement at all when that box was, like, you know, being rolled around and whatnot. Get that stuff out of the way. All right, so right away on top, we got the wing. As you can see there, the retract is in the wing, and the wing is separated. It's all by itself. And if you notice, there's a spar there. It looks like we have two 9-gram metal digital servos, which is amazing. And it's individually packaged, so, you know, we don't have to worry about it kind of colliding with anything else. It's very well protected. It was, you know, secure in its foam, and it's just beautiful. So we have everything just looks great. There's, you know, lighting on it. There's plastic around the inside edge, which connects into the plane. You have the ball links with hinges on top of a foam hinge on the aileron, which is awesome. There's 3 of them there. And if you can see, there is the flap. And these are split flaps, which means they actually separate from the wing. It's not like the whole piece moves on its own. It's really cool. It's like embedded. There is a spar that is basically secured in there. And then there's that easy connector, which connects all of the wiring for that one wing straight into the fuselage. So the retract, the wing lights, the ailerons, the flaps, it's all there. It's all in that one very, very easy connection. So sweet. Here's the other wing. So a lot of the wing is painted, but, you know, I believe like there is decals on top of it as well to kind of simplify like the patterns. I believe the checker is like a decal, and like there's like a yellow stripe on there. That's a decal, but it's, you know, it's like great. Both wings are in pristine condition. Again, the hinges are all set in there. The I'm just right now working the joints so that they're kind of free. And I do the same thing for the flaps at one point. I kind of just, yep, see, there I go. I kind of get in there and I kind of flex the hinge a little bit. And again, there are nylon hinges in there as well as a foam hinge. So they are super, super secure. The servos are flush against the wing, and there are wheel pants on the wheels that kind of just hold them flush to the body of the plane once we put it all together. So again, this is not a build, it's just an unboxing, so you could, you know, see what's inside of this box, and kind of get an idea of, you know, just how simple this design is. It's very well out. Here is now the second spar that joins through the fuselage and into the wings, and it's all carbon fiber. So each one of these wings has their own spar, which runs on the inside, and then there's an additional spar that goes through the fuselage and through both wings. So super rigid, super strong. All right, taking out some more holds, getting in there. And now we come to the horizontal stabilizer along with the elevator. So looking at it, it's not flat. There is a little dihedral to it, just like the wings, which is pretty cool. Again, the connection isn't that like easy connector, but there's not much to it. There's only 2 servos, one for each aileron, which is then joined into a Y connector. As you can see, there's plastic in the center there, which really kind of snugs it into the body. Hinges on both of them. I'm kind of just flexing them to make sure that they're free for the servos, to make sure that they easily go together. Everything is bundled. It's just, Freewing did a very good job in packing everything up here. I'm going back to the second wing, just making sure that or actually this was the first wing, making sure that I broke that seal and kind of flexed that flap again. As you can see, that split flap just goes right in. And now it doesn't go all the way to the trailing edge. It kind of stops short, and it kind of just I guess almost like comes into like a pocket. So that's pretty cool. Everything again individually packaged. Now I'm getting into the vertical stabilizer and the rudder. Beautiful, beautiful work. I found absolutely no flaws in any of this. I know like some guys open this and they say like stickers are delaminating or things just don't look right. I found none of that. Everything just looked solid, 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 solid. So again, ball links on the surface that moves, and then the other side basically is just like an elbow for the push rod, and then that's kind of connected very funny with this half nylon. I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest with you. I've honestly never seen anything like it until I put this plane together. But again, everything was very simple. Nothing was complicated. It was all just very straightforward. I didn't have to worry about anything. And here I am kind of just like joining the vertical to the horizontal, and then you can see it's basically just like one screw there that kind of just runs through that plastic housing, and I love that. It's very secure. I take it back, it's not one, it's two, it's one on each side, and they kind of just join in and hold it all seamlessly together. So now the tail section is together like that. Yeah. All right, nose, very important for EDFs. Magnetic detachable nose. That's like crux. I mean, come on. Who likes a bent up nose? And if you don't, I don't know about you. So this was pretty cool. Here's the canopy, but check this out. It's not together, which means you could put, you know, if you have really modeled men in there, you can, you know, put some more detail on the inside. It's totally just customizable. I have a couple of figures from like, you know, older planes. You have Freewing F-35, and I forget some other plane that I scrapped. So I'm gonna throw those in there later. Here's all the tidbits. You got some glue, so you can, you know, put that top on the canopy and seal it all together. All of your screws are in there, the attachments for the push rods, and then the bag has a part list. So not only is there a part list in the manual, you have a part list in the bag too, so you know exactly what you're getting, which is just very well thought out. All right, so getting to the bottom here of the barrel, I'm kind of just making sure I got everything out. See, I missed that. Okay, so here's something really interesting. These are the wing knives. And if you don't know what wing knives are, they are basically like vertical kind of stabilizers that go dead center on each wing. And I saw on YouTube a lot of guys opening this up and saying, my God, they're so warped, I can't use these. These are, you know, fitted, wooden, painted pieces. And I mean, came out of the package, it was perfect, perfect. I had no problem at all with these. And I was really excited because I was like, for sure I was gonna have to make my own, or I don't know what. But I got these, I'm checking them over and over, and I couldn't believe it. It was fine, everything was fine. So I guess either I got a good package or, I don't know, go figure. All right, getting into it now, looking through the boxes, making sure that, you know, all these little pockets have nothing in them, and then finally removing the piece de resistance. That beautiful, beautiful fuselage. Look at this thing. This thing is solid. So, you know, I've seen a bunch of videos on this plane, obviously, and I'm sure you have too, but what I thought was really interesting is that they managed to design this plane so there are no cheater holes. It's like the real deal. There's, you know, giant intakes on the left and right, and no decal like coming off. Paint was perfect on the bottom. There's like this razor thin keel. It looks like a keel of a boat on the that follows all the way through to the closing doors on the front retract. I mean, it's amazing how just beautiful and detailed this plane is. Like, you could tell just by looking at this thing, it's going to track like an arrow in the sky, and I'm super pumped about it. It's got, you know, that spring-loaded hinge for, you know, clicking down the canopy, wooden plate with a nice big Velcro. The only thing I kind of noticed was that there was only one Velcro, and it was like way to the back. I mean, you could take the plate up and move it back and forth, but I would have liked it if it had two Velcros. I'm just going to use one that I scrapped from the... Okay, so here's really cool. So this is all plastic now, joining sides for the wings, and I'm pulling out the one plug that you have to plug in for all of those connections on each wing, and that is so amazing. Like, I just love it. I love it. I love that, you know, Freewing was able to simplify all that and make it just easy for, assembly or disassembly. Like imagine, I have a bunch of planes in the car. All I have to do is, pull a couple of screws, pop that one plug, and then just store it. And that's it. And, look at these intakes. I did notice on the intake some delamination of the decal. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I just kind of just pushed it back in there. It's whatever. I mean, you probably couldn't even see it unless you were really looking for it. But I mean, it's got, everything on the inside was super clean. I had that plate for all of the connections, and I was just super excited about it. And, that's it. That's what's in the box. So again, it's like tongue and groove in the front there, and then this kind of just snaps into place. Nothing is, glued in yet. I'm just kind of looking at it all together, and that's it. Look how simple that is. 2 wings, tail section, and a fuselage. Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this boxing. I know this is like a big deal for me, and I'm super excited about it. I hope you can see that. But yeah, if you're into EDFs and you have a grass field, I know this thing was made for grass. I confirmed it with Freewing. I have a couple of buddies that fly in the field that I'm flying out with Avanti. Yes, these high performance planes, and it's really exciting to know that you can buy something, I guess, under $400 still, and be able to fly with high performance on grass. So I really hope you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to see more crazy content like this, subscribe. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Have a great day, guys. Cheers.